Hi, this is Melanie. I am a transitioning lady. I am not transitioned. There's a lot of great content from transitioned women who have gone all the way there. I am not there yet. For other people who are in my situation or thinking about being in my situation, I'm about 10 months into HRT and have known for a little while longer that I was going to transition but waited a while. And this is also made for supporters of people in my situation. Hopefully to give everyone an idea of what it looks like, what it sounds like, and I guess kind of what we experience, and hopefully it will be helpful to someone besides myself. Know that you are not alone, and I also work at a gas station. I do not make a lot of money, so if that is something that is stopping you from doing your transition, do not let it. So today's topic is going to be on vocal training woes. So one of our things that we have to do at work is that we have to greet people. That is like a requirement. Um, and I never greeted anyone, and I am doing that. God, this cat is like all up in my shit. She like does this aggressive like cheek rub thing that cats do sometimes. Like she loves to scent me. And she is like hella doing it. She's like all over the phone, and me, and everything I'm doing. So she is so sweet. She also likes to get in the middle of like whatever it is I'm doing. She will move and get in front of that. Um, this is our little honey girl. Her name is Honey. I call her Mr. Kitty 3.0. She is a very, very sweet one. She's very, very cute. Look at your doodle bow tie. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. So the last thing I will say as a little tidbit, find someone that is going to always listen to you and always, always, always be there for the next round. And for me, my shower curtain and my fucking windshield are like, man, they literally come to every concert. I sing a lot. I personally, like, I went out of my way to find female artists that I loved listening to, with a range of voices, right? Like, there are some artists have a deeper voice than others. Quit it. That hurts. It's like doing the scratchy thing. Some women have a deeper singing voice than others, so find a range. This is so fucking distracting. I am so sorry. But... and she's stepping on things she shouldn't be. That hurts. So yeah, find the windshield. Find your shower curtain. They absolutely love to hear us practice. They will never ever back away from a concert. Unfortunately, they don't pay. It's unfortunate. We have to pay them. But they do show up and they don't leave. They're never going to boo you. They don't really cheer a whole lot. But quit stepping on that. It's like stepping on, I don't really, like, god damn. Like, you have to tuck your stuff away, right? So they're like, that's what she's stepping on. Over and over again. She obviously doesn't know she's doing it, but like, god damn. I can't stay focused. Anyway, that's my recommendation. Practice a ton. Find supportive people that are around you. Don't be afraid. And you will not regret the journey, because every time you practice, you get better. She's going to do it again. She's about to do it again. I'm going to stop being harassed by my cat, and I'm going to give her attention. I just got home, so they're all kind of like, you know, oh my god, look, you're home. And they're doing the cat thing. So, yeah, I sang a lot. I would just, like, I record myself. That's another thing I'll do. I actually do that before a lot of videos where, like, I was deciding if I wanted to try a higher pitch voice for this video and decided against it. She is so fucking cute. And I do that a lot. Like, there's times in the car where I will just be, like, singing a song, and then I'll pause, or in between songs, I'll hit pause or stop or whatever, and then I'll just record myself saying stuff, or singing stuff. The other recommendation I would make is to, like, find a few things you know you're going to say a lot. Like, for me, like I said, it's like, hi, how are you? You know, hi, how are you? I'm well, like, whatever, fuck, that sounds terrible, but, the point is like, find those things. Do you have a rewards card? And just get good at saying those. do your vocal warm-ups. Like, there's definitely a difference in the days that I do my... Okay, this is officially going to be 2 videos, so I don't want a 23-minute video. I would rather it be shorter. So I'm not sure where I'm going to cut this off, but for the second video that is posted tomorrow, you'll get this. So, anyway, it's like, do vocal warm-ups every day. It is so huge. I can definitely tell a difference on the days that I do and a day that I don't. And it's like, from the moment I walk in, and my confidence level matches that too. Like, when I sound good, I'm going to feel better. You know, I'm going to quote Deion Sanders, you know, if you like, you look good and you sound good and you feel good, you're going to play good and you get paid, baby. Love me some Deion. So, yeah, I think that that has a lot to do with it. Just practice. And if you have like a spot that you want to get to, do that. Say those things over and over again. If it's at work, whatever phrases you guys say, you know, like, hi, welcome to Walmart or whatever. Whatever thing you have to say, you know, do you want to donate to kids charity or whatever? There are some phrases we're going to say more often than not, or more often than others. And those are the ones that at least the small, like, granted, hi, how are you is not, it doesn't represent a large majority of what I say, but of all the things that I do say, that bit I say more than others. So I say it more often. I want that to sound better. At least I'm covering the, like, most ground that I can with the amount of time that I have. Find out what vowel sounds suck to say. Like, I have a hard time with, like, I think it's U's and O's I really, really struggle with, and EE. The long E sound, that one's rough. E. E. Like, I can do it a little bit better now, at least as far as, like, pitch is concerned. I can get to R2 okay. It definitely is, like, not passing. It needs cleaned up. It sounds like shit, but at least I'm able to I'm able to kind of like control that now. And that is through like weeks and months of practicing. That's what that does. So, literally every day on the way to work, that's what I'm doing. I go through literally every single vowel sound. I say them multiple times. You know, I practice, hi, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. You know, like, that's the thing. Definitely find people that are supportive. And again, if you are a supporter, fucking be honest with us. There is no point and no objective that is good to lie to us. I know it can be, like, rough probably to look at that person that you care about and be like, you know, kind of like my wife does with me when I have a bad face day. And she's like, turn the lights off? Yeah, you look fine. Yeah, you look fine. Fine. There's nice ways that we can tell people that we love that they're not getting the results that they want without being an asshole. And in fact, that's the hard love, right? Is like showing people that you love kind of like that truth, and that's kind of what they're looking for. And I was lucky. I had people online that were willing to be like, no, bitch, you ain't passing. Your voice does not pass at all. Might be a little bit different, a little bit. And this was like super early on. This is before I actually started vocal training. And I had one friend who was trans who would like, she would, because she did pass over the comm anyway. I think in person too. I've seen pictures of her online. She did pass, and she was able to like, I don't know. She said that I passed very well. I'm like, no, I don't. No, I don't. So I talked to another friend of mine, and I was like, you know, hey, I'm trying to get this. This is so hard. You know, so-and-so said that I passed, and she's like, super nice. I know that that's not true. And he goes like, yeah, it's not true. Like, not trying to be mean, but like, no, you don't pass. And that's all like he needed to say. Granted, he's probably not the most like emotional one. But he didn't need to be emotionally supported. Like, that was emotional support. Just saying, no, you do not pass. That's helpful. That helps me gauge where I'm at. Until it sounds perfect, I'm probably not going to be happy with it. That's okay. Like, okay. I'm not going to be happy with my voice until it's done. Fair game. And like for me, I would like look over to my wife and be like, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are we right now? Like, if 10 is like, they're going to assume that this is a lady speaking, like a cisgendered woman speaking. Where am I at? And 1 being like, no. You sound like you sound kind of like Arnold, except without the accent, because I don't do a good Arnold, but, Yeah, I don't. But I think I've even gotten. I think I started out whenever I tried. I was like probably a 1.5 or a 2, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, baby. It's probably 1.5. Like, mm-mm, that's not it. Keep trying though. You'll get it." It was like kind of like that. So to any supporter, that's it was very helpful for me. I'd love that she was honest with me. I think the best I've ever gotten out of her was a 5 or a 6. So we started all the way at the bottom and worked our way here. I'll take it. Celebrate the successes. Have your like goals and stuff like that. I definitely had a goal to get the R2 bit down. Like I've been trying so hard to be able to kind of like just go anywhere with it. I don't even know where I want to end up yet, but I do know that I really, really, really want to get this down. It means a lot to me, so I practice it. This is huge steps, huge, huge steps. Um, it's a long road. It's difficult. It doesn't feel great in the beginning. But I think the more I do it, it's like, no, I am literally taking the power back. I'm not going to be afraid. And like telling myself, like, legit, dude, I was trained to stand through gunfire. That's what I was trained to do. I was not afraid of that. Why am I afraid of vocal training? This is so dumb. Um, I volunteered for the Marine Corps. It wasn't even like one of those things like, well, it's either this or prison. Like, no, I legitimately volunteered. Um, I was trying to get over being super effeminate. Um, that was definitely a thing. If I was a Marine, well, now I'm like fucking super big tough guy, right? No. I see pictures of me a year before. I see how I behaved and was femme as fuck. Um, and to a point that like I kind of hated myself and was like didn't like myself very much. Um, to all the people that like talk shit on how like it's bad for us to transition and all this other shit. Like I legitimately like the depression I felt. I just wanted to die. Um, I wanted to die as a young teenager because I was not who I wanted to be. So, um, boo boo on all of you guys who shit on us for, I don't know, like needing to gender conform is so rough, especially when we don't feel that way. Um, it's super, super rough. I definitely had zero issues with just kind of ending it. And I think that's kind of like, I'm very happy to not feel that way anymore. Feel very, very good. And I feel good about the changes that I'm making. I'm making great changes, including to my voice. Don't give up. Don't quit. Be confident. Make your mistakes. Find some allies. It's fine. It's really fine. Um, expect to fail. I have like a cat hair on my lip. My gloss likes to like get stuff stuck on it, especially hair. Um, that's another thing. When you start wearing makeup, you have to like I just itched instead of like going like I can do it on my forehead because I don't wear makeup there. Instead of doing that, you do like this bit, like just kind of, and then you kind of like just tap the spot, or even better with like a sharp thing. But like a little pointy kind of metal thing is great, and just kind of tap 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 tap, and you won't fuck your face up. But all I can say is I'm not done yet. And I'm not afraid anymore. I feel much better. I am definitely greeting every customer now without problems. I still don't like using the loudspeaker because like I hear myself. Um and at least when I'm like talking to someone, they see my presentation, they see that I've got she her on me a couple different spots, like they see all the glitter bits and the lips or whatever, and it's like, okay, Miss Thing. That's kind of like what it is on their end of things a lot of times. Like I don't get misgendered a lot, almost like as far as customers are concerned. There are people who know I'm trans and don't dig it and kind of like refuse to talk to me. But that's better than getting fucking like, here you go, sir. And like, man, fuck you, okay? I'm sorry that I don't sound the way you want me to. My bad. I forgot to check with you before I left the house to make sure that I was okay. That my voice sounded up to par for you. My bad. Um, My cat wants in the bedroom and I have the door shut. That's what you're hearing if you hear that. But um yeah, and that's the best way to look at it. Like people are gonna give you shit for it, and you're just like, my bad, my bad, sorry, pimp. Um, you know, got to have positive self talk. Um, it's difficult, and not getting like misgendered a lot anymore. Like there's my coworkers on the night crew that are problems. The day crew people aren't bad at all. I've never actually had an issue out of them ever, but the night crew that I worked with that I had problems with for a long time, um, that was definitely a constant thing, and they're going to be them. They've been a lot better in the last few days. I have not had any issues from them. Um, but it's a huge, huge deal to just be in social situations, practice. It's okay. It's okay to fuck up. So yeah, like when I'm doing the loudspeaker thing, there are people from all over the store that will just, they don't. It sucks. I don't like using the loudspeaker, but I fucking do it anyway. Um, I'm also getting better at like projecting my voice and making a louder sound that is still in the same pitch. So that's a thing too. I'm used to the Marine Corps thing where like, we say everything from our gut. And I hope this isn't too incredibly loud for people, but there is still definitely a thing where I can be louder, or softer, but I'm still making the same pitch. And that's difficult and does take practice as well. Like I said, there's multiple layers to vocal training. The more that we do, the better off we are. I don't really have recommendations as far as like focusing on one all the way or doing like a variety of things. For me, it was a lot about being able to control like where I'm at up and down first. Here's the one that wants in the bedroom. Hi, Mr. Kitty. This is Mr. Kitty 4.0. We have honey and we have butter, and the orange one is biscuit. Or Mr. Kitty 5.0. This is stupid 1 and the boy is stupid 2. And this is still honey. It's like, hi, stupid 1, hi, stupid 2, hi, honey. Those are two very, very stupid cats, and I love them very much. They are so wonderful. They make me smile every single day. Don't you, little baby? Don't you, my little baby? They're very sweet. So yeah, I feel confident. I'm talking to all the customers now. No more silent transactions. If I can, I will not use the loudspeaker, although I'm not opposed to doing it. I just hate it. And I have to like kind of bend over a little bit. So, okay, well, maybe I'll do that. Like that kind of sounds okay-ish, but it doesn't sound good over the loudspeaker. And like the loud music gets cuts off when I talk. So all you hear is my fucking voice. Hate it. Hate it. But that's the moment, right? Like that's what I'm fighting. That's what I'm trying to change. I'm taking power over that feeling. I don't like it, so I'm gonna fucking do something about it. I'm not gonna whine, cry, piss, and moan and expect everyone around me to accommodate me. I am going to take control of my own situation, control what I can control. If I don't have money for surgery, I have enough money to watch YouTube. I have enough money to talk to my windshield and to my fucking shower curtain, or, damn, if it's just getting in an online space and just find a trans-friendly Discord where people are just there and just talk. I promise there are a lot of people on Earth who will absolutely support you, and give you that room to fuck up and not care. I had a great thing happen. I got with my math tutor, and also happens to be my coding tutor, and we played WoW together. And I talked to him in comms for the first time in about a month. And I don't know, maybe about a month. I'm not sure exactly how long it had been since, like, we chat with each other every day. But he said that I sound way different. And it was like, wow, no shit. No shit. That was so great to hear. And when, like, I go into a store that I used to work at and I hear, like, I'll just say, hi, how are you? And I get, like, the dude that only ever heard me before vocal training, just kind of like, he was waving at me and walking by. And then I said something and he like was kind of not looking, and he kind of did one of those and was like, okay, Miss Thing, I see you. I hear you. That was amazing. That felt fucking fantastic. That's what it's all for. I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling better with my voice. I still hate how it sounds. in the sense of like it's not where I want it to be, but it sounds better, and better we will take. It's better every day. So I think that's all I really have. Just again, lots of encouragement. Um, be beautiful. Love everybody. Thank you all for being here. I will talk to you probably in 2 days because this is going to end up being a two-part video. So, bye bye.